famously, you had a run of, 13 consecutive ducks? And that was actually the thing, because when we got bowled out for 22, like, our mental state was so poor and so obviously poor that, we were expecting to get a real dressing down from the coaches, but they were like, look, don't worry about it. We'll take your side. We'll sort it out. We'll work on this. But then a couple of games later, we got bowled out for about 120, and they were absolutely furious, even though we'd had quite a good go. But they were largely furious because you'd scored a run and then saluted to the dressing room with your bat. Man, raised your back to the crowd.
Raptures.
Yeah, we were on our feet, and they were like, that is not good enough. It's embarrassing. So,
I do wonder what the opposition must have thought at that point.
But that was you breaking the run of 13 consecutive ducks. But the thing to note about that is that you went on that run of 13 consecutive ducks. You were still batting ahead of me in the order, which doesn't really say much for my batting talent, does it?
I think it's what I brought, off the field.
What, just the sort of general
inspiration, team building, morale.
Baguettes,
yeah.
Yeah, I was just thinking about it today, just how appalling our mental state was. And as I say, after we got bowled out for 22, we subsequently got bowled out for 13. So again, the coaches were like, try not to worry about this. Don't be too embarrassed. We'll work on this and we'll figure out what's gone wrong and we'll try and get you better. As it turned out, basically what they did was just never arrange another match for us. Because I don't remember us playing another game until much later on in our school careers.
We were dropped, basically, not individually, as a team.
As a team, yeah.
The team just went off the radar.
And they were like, right, the year below, let's concentrate on
There's a movie script in there, I think, somewhere.
But they did initially they made a kind of half-hearted attempt to work with us. There was this one time where they took us into the school sports hall and they sat us all down on the floor. Do you remember this? They sat us all down and they said, right, close your eyes. So we had to close our eyes and they said, right, what I want you to do is I want you to visualise the opening bowler running in. And I want you to think about what you're going to do. He's running in, he goes through his action, he delivers the ball, and then they turn to our friend Dave, right? Now, Dave was probably the most mentally weak in our mentally weak team, and that's something that continues to this day.
He's not grown out of it.
I mean, I played table tennis against him quite recently. He was 20-12 up against me, so I had 8 consecutive match points, and I won, because he just collapsed. So they said, right, he's running in, he bowls. What happens, Dave? And he went, I get wrapped on the pads. They were obviously expecting, I come forward with a real forceful forward defensive, or I dispatch it to the boundary. And his answer was, I get wrapped on the pads.
That's genius.
That's just ridiculous.